Hey everybody, I hope everybody is well. I just want to continue the 4K celebration a little bit and give some channels a mention that have been helping me the last few weeks, which I'll put in the title of this stream, which is Ghost Prepper, Keto Homestead with Jess, and Lunatic Dad. These channels have been working their asses off to really help me get there and be push my content out. They've been sharing everything. They've been watching me. They've been having me up in their panels. They've been really just interacting with me, helping me out. Just absolutely amazing people. So I thought they deserved a shout out, and part of the stream is going to be dedicated to them. So hopefully they come in. That's Ghost Prepper, Keto Homestead with Jess, and Lunatic Dad. Hey Lexianne, how are you? So yeah, I just want to give these guys a shout out. They're the main guys that have been helping me as of late, and they've just been really fantastic, amazing people. And yeah, I just wanted to give them a shout out. I know Lunatic Dad's at work. Hey Wendy, good evening to you. How are you? Well, nearly good morning for me because my midnight is approaching for me, but yeah, I just want to come on and kind of give them a shout out. So, Lunatic Dad, if you hear me, I know you're probably lurking because you're at work. And Ghost Prepper and Keto Homestead with Jess. I'm good, Lexi. I'm okay. I've been a bit ill earlier. I got home, but it's kind of that anxiety based thing. But yeah, I'm okay, but I just want to come on and continue a little party for a little while. And 4K, that's amazing. Like I finally hit 4K again. Like it's amazing feeling to actually have that many people potentially watching me, and all the supporters who have been there for me and promoted me and shared me out, and amongst other people who have been helping me out in the background as well. But yeah, I tried to come on and kind of give a little talk and a little mention to some people that have been there all the time for me, and people have been really working their asses off for me recently. Like I said, Ghost Prepper, Keto Homestead with Jess, Lunatic Dad. I am going to keep mentioning these guys in the background, so hopefully one of them will come in and see that I'm on a live stream right now. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and thank them, especially Ghost Prepper. Ghost Prepper has done a lot of work. He's promoted me. Oh, okay, Lexi. I hope you're taking care of yourself. That sounds not good. Hey, Dwayne. How are you doing, my friend? But yeah, I just felt like it was time to celebrate again and just, relax and chill and hang with family on here and see how everyone is. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself, and the people who I just named in my stream title are the people that I want to give a shout out to. I might try and edit the title actually. Happy birthday, Dwayne. Um, Let me see if I can go through the title here. Is it Dad? J-Man Show. And many. Well, I'm going to put Runny Egg in the title as well. Let me just name some people. Changes. Oh, okay. Let me edit it right now. Happy birthday, Dwayne. I am. My heart has been beating really fast recently. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Dwayne. I was just trying to change the stream title, but for some reason it's not gonna let me change it. Hey, Stephanie. How are you? I'll keep it like that for now. But yeah, hey Stephanie, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope all is well with you. It's a pleasure to see you. But yeah, I just got to come on and celebrate a little bit and name some channels that have been really helping me recently. Like I said, I put Ghost Prepper, his name in the title, Keto Homestead with Jess, and Lunatic Dad. These are the people who have been really helping me out behind the scenes with promotions and things like that, and Ronnie Egg as well. Ronnie Egg has been doing a lot as well. I must give him a massive shout out. Ronnie Egg has really been helping me out. I want to see if I can change my stream name. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay. Right. Let me save that. Yeah, there we go. I put his name in the title as well, because it's only fair that I put Ronnie Egg's name in the title as well. So you got Ronnie Egg, Ghost Prepper, Keto Homestead with Jess, and Lunatic Dad are the people who have been working their asses off to get me my 4K. They've been there watching my videos. They've been sharing me out. They've been on my panels. I've been on their panels. I've been working with them. Hey Brady, how you doing? Thank you for saying I look pretty. My hair is a mess because I washed it early and it's just gone like woohoo. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and talk to people. Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing me out. Thank you so much, Lexi. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just thought I'd call these people out and basically thank them for their support and all the things that they've been doing to help me. So it means watching my videos, sharing me out, having me on panels, promote me to other people. And Lucy Dad, I know you're lurking in the background, so get your ass in here because I know you lurk a lot of my streams anyway. So don't tell me you're not, because I know you look a lot of my streams anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to I should say both a famous people like the drummer Jason Bonham, who is the son of the famous drummer John Bonham. I have no idea who you're on about, Dwayne. I really don't have no idea who you're on about. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and talk a little bit and celebrate my 4K with you guys, in case you guys have been missing my celebrations. Like I said, I did hit 4K like 2 days ago, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome. And I just want to thank all of you for being part of the family and part of my journey with me. Like, you know, I'm not here without you guys. I'm one of the reasons that I create the content, but you guys are the ones that watch, who share, who like, who comment, who make me feel like special and valued and respected and everything else. So, you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be here to do this content. Let's face it. Like, I'm the one who's here just to do the content, and you're the guys who are the supporters, the family, the ones who watch me. Bugs, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Yeah, so I'm continuing the party because yeah, Brady, can you take that comment out, my friend? I don't want to be having my channel shut down for that, because YouTube are very funny about the C word being mentioned. So can you retract that comment, please? Because I don't want my stream being taken down. But I understand what you're saying. YouTube are very funny about the C word, the V word, whatever you want to say. So if you can retract that comment, that'd be great. But I'm sorry that you did have it. It sucks. But yeah. So you guys are the reason why I'm here, like I've said. And yay for partying. Woohoo! Bugs, I could get you up here if you want. Don't we just send you the invitation in Hangouts? I can send you the link if you want to come up in Hangouts, because I've got you on Hangouts if you want to come up and party with me rather than me just sitting here on my own and talking. But yeah, I just thought I'd go live for a little bit, see who's available to chat, and yeah, Brady, have you removed that comment yet, Brady? Because I don't want that. Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate that, my friend. It's just me trying to help people break down the stigma and enjoy myself, and, you know, help myself to learn about myself and learn about all the different forms of autism. And thank you, Brady. I appreciate that. How long are you going to be on? I will come up. Just need to get ready. Yeah, I'm going to be on a while. Bugs. I'll be on for about hour and a half, maybe. Hey, Ensfuro, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I did try to stay in your stream, but you kept freezing, and also your screen went black, so I left. But the stream that I was in earlier was yours. Hey, Jean Woo, thank you very much for the nice comment. I appreciate you. How are you? And it's good to see you, Ensfuro. I know it's been a while since I've caught you, but I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming to my stream. It's good to see you. It's been a while, so I appreciate all the people that are coming in. Okay, Rachel, I'll send you the link right now. Give me a second. Copy and Hangouts. Where are you? Shut that. Where are you? Bugs, 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 bugs. Where are you? Oh wait, there you are. That one. And then I have to click in here. I have to go like this. Like this. Why is it now frozen on me? There we go. Hopefully it's like that. Check your Hangouts, Bugs. Hey, Coach Ram. Skills. Hey, buddy. It's good to see you. Bugs, check your Hangouts, my friend. Hey, Keto Mary's Place. How are you? Gil, did you want to come up, Gil? I haven't had you up for a while. It'd be really good to celebrate with you, Gil, if you want to come up. And Coach Ram, I appreciate you so much, my friend. That literally you have no idea how much your support and Anna means. Okay, no worries. All good. Skills, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. And Coach Ram, it's an honour to see you. And Mary, it's lovely to see you. I hope you're all doing well, my friend. So it's good to see you. But Gil, you can come up too if you would like, Gil. I haven't had you on my panel for a long, long time. So, yeah, but I'm celebrating 4K. Whoop, whoop. Yay. Like, I never thought I'd hit it, and I have, and I've got it, and it's kept, and I'm just super happy to everyone who's been supporting me, and thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. And I never thought I'd get here. Like, I never thought I'd reach like okay, Gil, no worries. Okay, Brady, take care, my friend. Thanks for coming in. No worries, Gil. I appreciate you being in the chat, my friend, my brother. No worries. I respect that. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm just, I never thought I'd get this far on YouTube. Like, my dream was 1,000. That was my dream of like hitting a big figure. Like 1,000 was a dream, and then it's just like Mary's no secret as such. Like, it's just about being genuine and friendly and caring and supportive, and I'm real. I'm very 100% authentic. What you see here on the screen is 100% what you get behind the scenes. Like, Gil will back me up with that. Bugs will back me up with that. Lunatic Dad will back me up with that. Like, I'm what you see on screen to what you get off screen too. So when you speak to me one-on-one, after speaking to me on the stream, I'm still the same person. I'm very much about being authentic and genuine and supportive, and I like to talk to people on the phone, and like Gil knows, me and him have spoken for hours on end. Me and Bug talk, same thing. Me and Lunatic Dad, same thing. Me and Jess, same thing. Yeah, I'm very, very genuine and real. Like, hey, Virginia Roots, how are you doing, my friend? Anna's listening. She just finished her spin class. She's teaching, so she's drained. Oh, okay. I hope she's resting up, Coach Ram. It'd be good to have her in the stream. Like, it's just that's my secret. Be real, be truthful, be authentic. Hold yourself to account that people would hold you to account to in the public. Hey, Florna, how you doing, my friend? It's about being who you are, about being genuine. And the more genuine you are and the more relatable you are, people will trust you and talk to you and communicate with you. Like, I have a lot of loyal supporters who I talk to behind the scenes. Like, I talked to Coach Ram, I've talked to Skills, I've talked to Bug Talk, I've talked to Lunatic Dad, who I still talk to. I talked to a few other people behind the scenes, and I'm still the same person I am here on screen, on camera, as I am off the camera. So for me, it's about showing myself to be true online as I am offline. And I know a lot of you guys who I speak to are true online as you are off. So to me, it's a two-way thing. That we both have to be truthful, and the more truthful I am with my channel and my personality, the better, because it shows that I actually care about people. And my message is all about my autism, living with it, showing you how I cope, how I deal. And like later today, I should say, for me, I'm going to the hairdressers to finally get this mop chopped because it's getting on my nerves. And I'm going to show you inside the hairdressers, and then I'm going to go out for a Italian lunch. So I'm going to show you the Italian restaurant, and me and my friend are going to pre-film it all, so it'll be all pre-recorded. And then once I get home and edit it tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, then I will put it up on Saturday, hopefully, and you'll see. So part one of it will be the hairdressers, and then part two will be the Italian restaurant. Hey, Cody, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. And yeah, so it's just about me being authentic, me being real, and I love doing what I do. I'm very passionate about my channel, my message. I'm very passionate about spreading the awareness and acceptance of autism. Like Gil Skills knows that I'm very honest with what I say. I'm very blunt. I'm very direct. I'm very to the point. Hi, Erica. How are you? And Laura, I hope you're feeling better. It's a pleasure to see you. So I've got a lot of plans with regards to content. Thank you, Erica, for sharing me out. And also, I'm planning on doing a upload about the UK prison service and their lack of help for autistic inmates. That's going to be another article that's coming up. I've also got a article about autism and train travel. So that's going to be another interesting one. I may try and see if I can get down the rail station and actually film it down at the railway station to make it look more authentic. So, hey, Itchy Punk Biker, how are you? Good to see you. I hope everything is well with you. So, yeah. Hey, Coach TP, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, Erica. Thank you. I hope you and Laura are doing a lot better. I know you two have been ill from what you've said to me. Thank you, Keto Mary's Place, for sharing my video. I appreciate that. Okay, Bugs, no worries. And how you doing, Itchy Punk Biker? It's good to see you. And you're from Ice Bike Stream, so I appreciate you coming over and helping me and seeing me in the chat. That's really appreciated. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and celebrate and chat and answer any questions you guys may have. If you guys have any questions about autism or you're new to my channel and you want to ask me anything, this is why I'm here, to kind of give you some how much is it? Oh wow. Rail travel, I have a disabled rail card, so I pay like £12 a year, and that covers me to travel the whole year. So as long as I pay that £12, I'm pretty much good. Yeah, we do, Mary. But hey, Mama Goonie, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? And yeah, so I'm pretty much just celebrating and chatting with you guys, because without you, I wouldn't be here. Without you guys, it wouldn't be my contact. We still very ill at work. Oh man, Erica, if you're ill, then why are you both at work? Like, if you're ill, shouldn't you be at home? Because obviously you're gonna make yourself worse being at work, I guess. Like, I just don't want you being ill if you're at work. Like, that's really not good. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and talk to you and see everybody and thank everybody for the 4K support. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and I could never imagine being at 4K, guys. Like, it's kind of took me the last 24 hours to actually mentally process that it's stuck. It's on my channel. It says 4K and leave my name, and it's very surreal. Like, I have never dreamt of getting kind of. I know it's still a very small channel, but in my head, I kind of feel like I'm a big channel because I've managed to go from my first start. I had like 100 subs to then now I'm at 4,000. So it seems like a massive big jump over 6 years. I've just slowly grown, and it's weird. Like, I still can't get to total grips with it, and these days when anyone is ill, it's never good to be at work unless you're in the office away from others. Yeah, I'm lucky that I don't actually work out in the public right now. I'm actually working from home still. So thank you, Interviewer. I appreciate that for you sharing it out. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I just thought I'd come out and talk to you and kind of just celebrate with all the people who have been in the background. And hey, Wrestling Mania, my YouTube uncle, how are you, good sir? It's so good to see you. How are you, and how is my little nephew and whatnot? I hope he's doing good. So yeah, it's good to see you, WrestleMania. How is Luann and everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, Elias, that's it. Yeah, I had a brain fog. My apologies. I knew what it was. I knew who it was. I had a brain fog. But yeah, how's Elias doing, Jamie? It's good to see you. and I appreciate you coming in and helping me out. Sorry, see, this is part of autism that people don't get. Like, my brain fog just goes blah, 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 blah. And then I end up getting, like, confused and stressed, and kind of, like, my head just goes into a crazy freaking overload of emotions and been tested. It's not the okay. It's just me in line and we're all good. Okay, I'm glad it's not the that's good. At least I'm glad that you haven't got the so that's good. Luann, Elijah, Queen, and I will do my thanks for asking. Of course, rest of the main. Of course, I'm going to ask about you. Like, you're very well respected and loved by me, as you know. So, you know, I've got 12 people in the house right now for 20 minutes. Woohoo! My grandson has severe autism. Oh, really, Mary? Okay. Is there anything you want to know? Anything you can ask me? Like, I'm pretty much open for questions, and if you want to ask me anything, I did send a guest a link. I'm hoping she'll pop up very soon. So I did send her the link, and I'm also going to send someone else the link as well. Where's my conversation gone with him? Here. No, she's gone all funny. Hello. Hey.
Holy cow, you're really loud. Hang on, let me turn this down a little bit.
Hey, beautiful lady. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Congrats.
Thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I had to put some pants on because I was laying in bed, so I have pants on now.
You look beautiful. You look really nice today.
Thank you. I got a haircut. I got bangs.
Yeah, I was just about to notice. I was just about to say, look at the bangs, woman.
Yeah, I like them. So, yeah, I just want to come on and say congrats.
This is my sister. For anyone who doesn't know, Bug Talk and me have been sisters connected at the hip for like nearly four and a bit years, and she's absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
And she's seen some of my struggles, and she's been here when I've wanted to walk away several times, and she's like, nope, you're not. And I'm like, but I can't do this, and she's like, yes, you can. I'm like,
I don't know about adorable. You kind of just put up with me.
You're adorable. you're my sister for a reason. I talk to Rachel Bugs behind the scenes like, all the time. Like, if there's a problem I'm having, or if I feel crappy, or if I'm sending my videos, I'm just like, hey, like, are you free to chat? Like, I needed some advice, and she's like, what's up? I'm like, yeah, I think I screwed up, and yeah, I need to have a chat because I'm feeling crappy, and
yeah,
so she sorts me out.
Yeah, we're always around for each other.
Yes, Bugs is amazing. If you don't know what Bugs does a lot of similar content to me. She's
Bugs
very much
does
about
nothing right now, though. I don't have anything on my channel, Gemma.
No, but give yourself credit, Bugs. Like, come on. Like,
I used to do stuff. Then I fell off the earth.
She is going to start doing stuff again because we've already made plans to do stuff.
Yes. Well, so I filmed a video the other day, right? And,
yeah.
I had to film it on my phone, and now I can't get it off my phone because I used to have a YouTube set up because obviously I did YouTube. And then, like, I fell off the planet of the Earth, and now nothing is set up anymore. So I had to use my phone, and I could never figure out how to get the videos off my phone. So now it's just sitting there on my phone. And I have to figure out how to get it off of there and edit, or I have to reshoot it. So
yeah, for me, when I film on the phone, what happens to mine is I do it on my iPhone, which is in my bedroom. My phone from outside in the community, which I would late today. I film. I have my editing app on there, so I get the video straight from the camera roll. I put it straight into the editor, and then by the time I get home, it's ready to be kind of finished editing. I edit the title, whatever, and then I plug it into the computer. I transfer it to the computer, and then upload it from the laptop.
Oh.
So it gets in high quality because my phone is a good quality phone, and the iPhone does shoot quite well in HD. But I prefer to upload it to the laptop and do it that way. So it's a lot easier. But you can just directly upload it from the phone.
WrestleMania said that they were glad that I had pants on.
And I'm sorry your son's had a bad reaction to his radiation. I hope he feels better, Mary. That sucks. So, yeah, I hope he's feeling better. But this amazing lady here, my USA sister who I do with the world, she's absolutely fantastic lady. She's going to have a lot more content coming out, that is for sure.
I don't know about that, Gemma. I'm going to try.
Yes, you are. We've got a lot more plans to do as of yet.
Don't be
Like
putting pressure on me.
I can chase you up because I'm your sister. I can do that. I can chase you up because I'm allowed.
I think I've been talking about that interview for like 6 months at this point. Yeah, it's been a while. Dude, I'm so busy, but like actually right now, so my husband took the kids. I have a bachelorette party to go to. So my kids aren't here because he took them and it's so weird. So I was like, Gemma's on. So I'm gonna go and say hi because you know how my life is, things are kind of chaotic in my house.
Yeah.
So it's like super weird right now. It's like quiet. So I was like, I'm gonna go talk to Gemma because I actually knew that you were saying that you were gonna like do a stream like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, perfect, because I will most likely be home by myself, so I could actually come and talk to you.
Yeah, because I know you're very busy. Usually we kind of have a brief conversation behind the scenes. And I'm like, I was just sitting here so bored. I was like, I'm not tired to go to bed. So I was like, okay, I need to talk to people. I need to talk to my friends. I don't have nothing else to do. I'm like, oh, forget, I'm just going to go live. So I was just like, boom, came into here, put the name, upload, and then I was just like, oh, links. Oh, and he sent a link out to someone. I was like, oh, Bugs, Rachel, boom.
Yeah.
And then I just sent it into your, hey, Gambler, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you again, Gambler. Gambler, if people don't know him, is the uncle of the late Creators Alliance. So my respects, buddy. And obviously, I do talk to him a lot anyway. So he's a really good person if you do like lottery tickets and stuff like that. He did a stream earlier yesterday. Oh my god, he sat there. He gets so hyper, like seeing him scratch the lottery tickets. He's sitting there and he's like, oh, am I going to win? Am I going to win? He's just sitting there like scratching these tickets. It's absolutely hilarious. You do need to go over there. Hey Jess, how you doing, my sis? Good to see you. I hope you don't mind put your name in the title. But yeah, I'm just super happy. Like the last 2 days, I'm still getting my head around it. It's like it feels so weird to see the number 4 underneath my name. Every time I log into YouTube, I'm like, huh?
Yeah. So the last time we did that one interview, like a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
it was about 2 years ago, and I was looking at the other day because I was kind of coming up with questions. So I am making progress on it. I started my list again. So, but I was looking and I was watching the interview to kind of like refresh and what I want to ask again. And I had at that point looked at your subscriber count to like explain your channel and stuff. And I think you were at like 2000 and something 2 years ago. So you've gained about at least 1,000 subscribers a year.
Yeah, it seems like I've been jumping a lot. Like, I didn't even realize how close I was to the 4K until like several people brought to my attention. Like, Gemma, you're less than 50 away. I was like, am I? And I hadn't even checked. So I was like, I went onto my creation. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, that's because you're like not a person like who cares about the numbers.
No, I don't. It's always about my message.
Yes, it's your message. So you don't really pay attention. But even though you don't like watch it, and it's not super important, it's still nice to see,
Yeah, exactly. Coach TP, I'm just gonna say be very careful mentioning that name in here because I don't want these little minions coming in here and then they say, oh, Gemma mentioned your name, and then I get all these little friggin' drama idiots coming here. So be very careful when putting his name in my chat, please, because I know he has multiple accounts. I don't want him coming in here and causing aggro, especially for Rachel or for me. So
Gemma and I are busy sewing sweaters at this point in time.
Yes, we are busy doing good stuff. We are focusing. We are busy because we're getting stuff out there and we're going to get the mental health stuff out there. And Rachel's one of the biggest advocates that I know for mental health. I've never seen such a strong woman advocate so much for people on here. Like, Rachel's inspirational to me. Like, I clicked for her straight away when I met her on YouTube, and it's just been a really, really amazing ride to see how far she's come. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she does so well with everything that she goes through. And I've seen some of her battles, and it hasn't been pleasant all the time, but she's strong. Like, you know, she does a lot of mental health stuff. That's what I love about her, because she has that same personality and spirit as me. As if it's like, well, if I don't talk about it, who is? And if it wasn't for me and her talking about it, then that stigma would still be there. And that fascinates me, because she's just brave, and I can't wait to see what content she's going to do, because I know it's going to be fantastic, whatever she does on her channel.
Thank you, Gemma. Yeah, you know what? I just feel like you gotta kick life's butt sometimes. Even sometimes when it's hard, you gotta kick life's butt.
Yeah, exactly. This is what me and Rachel do. Like, we're very proactive. Rachel does her mental health content, and you wouldn't even see from looking at her or even knowing that she's a mental health advocate until you get to speak to her on a depth that I've spoken to her, and it's like the passion just oozes out of her. She's so passionate. You can see when you talk to her, she's like, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I'm just like, let's do it, let's go, let's go, let's go, and I'm trying to push her
and then I never do it.
Yeah, and then you're like, I said to you a few weeks ago, I'm like, what about our interview? When we doing it? And you're like, oh yeah, and it's like I've had to kind of constantly remind you. I'm like,
no, I remember. Like I said, it's just so like in the summer, particularly, I get really busy. And actually, so the video that I was just filming kind of explains where I've been, because I went through a lot of stuff in like my personal life. So I've kind of been like just doing a lot of self work.
Hey, Donna.
I feel like doing self work is really important if you want to try to like spread a good message. Like I had to take care of myself, so then that way I can help other people, hopefully. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like I just had to take some time. Like,
a lot of people don't realize like the way that you work. And hey, Mrs. Lycan, how are you? Basically, the more we help people and the more we be genuine and supportive of people, this is what I want to try and push out here. My channel is a positive network. It's a positive support network. I was on the phone earlier to another YouTuber friend, and they told me that basically they see my channel as a self-help ground, and I kind of identified with him a little bit, because I was like, well, he's kind of right, but at the same time, I'm kind of self-help and education and kind of a hangout channel, because I like to have streams where I hang out with my friends and just chill and chat about anything. But then again, the main focus is the autism and the mental health side of stuff. At the same time, I want to try and diversify it a little bit, so when people go, oh, she's doing just a general hangout stream, like what? And I'm like, yeah, I want to chill, I want to be able to chat and catch up with people, and I don't, especially with bugs, I don't get to catch up with that much. So when I do see her, I'm like, I get excited because I don't get to see her that often. So
yeah. By the way,
Tony said tune not.
I didn't see him in the chat. I'm like very randomly like looking through the chat. So if you say hi and I don't say hi back, I'm sorry.
There's Gordo, 20th Century Fox, who just came in. No, not late. Hello, Just Donna. How are you? Coach TP and Furo. Keto Homestead with Jess. Hey, Jess. How you doing? The Gambler. Okay, Gambler, take care. I didn't see your goodbye message. Gil Skills. He's a really good guy. So, yeah, there's a few people in here, and yeah, a few people who have been with me from the beginning, like Bugs has, and like me and Bugs, since we haven't had an easy ride on YouTube. Like, we've struggled with stuff, and yeah, we've both kept going no matter what's been thrown at us. We've both been pretty much supporting each other's backs and making sure we're both okay. And like, that's how we're really close. Like, me and Bugs, we speak all the time. Like, even by just texting going, hey, how are you? I miss you. And then I get a message a couple of days later. I'm like, I've missed you. Can I talk? And then all of a sudden, like, the phone will go, and I'm like, oh, it's
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 years.
I know. Where's that gone? It's like crazy.
I don't know.
It's like
time flies.
I know. It's like I was 20. Well, I'm nearly 33 now, so I was 32, 31, 30, 29, about 28, 29 when I met you. Yeah.
I think I had to have been like, I think 22 or 23, because I'm like gonna turn 27 right now. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's crazy. It's like I feel like I'm one of the most oldest ones out of the group that we've met from the beginning. Like, I seem to be. When people say to me, "No way, you're in your 30s." I'm like, it's weird because I feel it. Trust me. Like, I
feel like I'm old too. So my husband's brother came over the other day, and he goes, oh man, you're getting old, you're 25. And I was like, 25. 25 is old. I'm turning 27. What are you like? What are you talking about? And I was like, oh man. But you know what? Age is a number. Like I don't know. You hit a certain point and it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna count my birthdays anymore. Who
No, it's
cares?
like people say to me, like last year, I was kind of so, oh, it's not a bigger birthday. Like I'm just gonna have a chilled one, and then people are like, no, you're not. I'm like, and then all my family starts like planning stuff I didn't know about. Like I got messages from my dad going, oh, you do realise there's a birthday meal happening? I'm like, what? When? Huh? And I log onto YouTube and it's like I see 2 or 3 people have been like done a stream about me or a plan stream. I'm like, where the hell's this all come from? And it's like my name's like everywhere. I'm like, whoa.
Well, I think we both have birthdays in October, right?
Yes, I'm the
Yeah.
11th. Yeah.
And mine's on the 6th, so maybe we
Yeah,
should
you're
have
a
a
few days
birthday
before
party.
me. We're gonna have a joint birthday party. I'm gonna have to do us a stream. Either we can do it on your channel to get you some people, or we can do
Yeah.
it on here or whatever's easiest for you to do it.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Well, my internet has kind of been really bad lately. Remember that stream that I tried to do and it just like
Yes.
literally like crapped out? I don't know what happened to it. But so I'd have to figure that out if we were going to do it on my channel. But I would be more than happy to do it here if that's what you want to
Yeah.
do.
I definitely think it'd be good to do it on your channel. Can get you some more awareness and people and drag all the people from over here to over Bug's channel. Guys, by the way, get your asses over to Bug's channel after my stream, please, and drop a subscription and drop her a little comment if she's got any content on there. Then it'd be good to know if she's got some friends on there. I know a lot of you already know her from previous situations, so there's a lot of you who can go over there. Like Gordo says, "Oh, Bugs, I thought you were just being rude."
What?
In the
Being rude
chat,
to
he's
what?
put.
Oh, what? Because I didn't say hi or something?
I think so. He's put.
Oh,
I thought you were just
no.
being rude, Bugs. Laugh my ass off.
I don't know.
He's
Sometimes I'm
just put it
rude.
in the chat.
I'm not the super amazing nice person that Gemma makes me out to be sometimes.
Oh, come off it.
I could kind of be an a-hole sometimes. So maybe I
You're
was
not an a
ignoring
hole.
you.
You care for people. There's a difference between being an a hole and being caring, Rachel. That's a different.
Maybe I was just ignoring you, Gordo. Who knows? Nobody will really
Like
know
Rachel is the
except for me.
sweetest lady. Like she really likes to help people, and she's 100% genuine, authentic. Like what you see is what you get. Like her being on the screen now and being off the screen, like I said over with me. What you see is what you get with her. You get her being 100% genuine on, as well as being 100% genuine offline. Like she's the same lady. Like she hasn't changed in the 4 years I've known her.
Yeah, I do
Like
my best to stay
yeah,
consistent. Yeah.
she's just a superwoman. Like she needs some supporters. So get your asses over to her channel after this, please, and show her some love and appreciation. Because I will go look myself to
You're
make sure you
setting
have
me
one.
up. Now I feel like I have to fly off if I'm Superwoman.
Well, because you are, you're my superwoman. I can say that because you're my sister, and I can make you out to be a big time person because you are. What was that noise?
It was me. I was flying off. I was going.
Okay.
Maybe for the stream, I'll dress up as Superwoman.
Okay, Jess, I'll check it in a second. In a minute. But yeah, this is my super sister, and she's just amazing.
My
She's
super
beautiful,
sister.
and she's just pretty. Look at that face, people. Like,
should I pose or something?
No, you don't have to, but you can. But she's just amazing. Like, I can't say anything negative about her, like ever. Like, there's nothing negative about Rachel Bugs. Oops. I keep saying Rachel automatically. Damn me.
I don't care. It's fine. I put my name out there. As long as my last name's not put out there, I don't really care.
No, of course, that's not one thing I would ever say on here.
So, as long as it's just
I'm used to calling you Rachel. It's like, as soon as I see your screen name, I'm like, oh, shoot. Ah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you were calling me Bug Talk earlier, which was my farmer channel. And I was like, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But you can't send them to Bug Talk because that channel's dead. So.
Yeah, well, her new I should let you talk about what your new channel's gonna be about, because then people can know you. They can understand what you're gonna do.
I don't really know, honestly, right now. Like I said, I kind
Hey,
of
Keith, and Adventures with Beth. How are you?
I've kind of just been figuring out what I like now. I don't know. I'll just tell you what I actually said in my video. Pretty much I've been gone. I had some personal stuff going on in my life that was really hurtful, so I had to go away and like kind of rediscover myself, if that makes sense. Like figure out what I liked. I didn't even know what I liked anymore.
Yeah.
It's a really weird, like hard time. So like coming back, I'm not really sure what kind of content I'm gonna do. I do a lot of traveling, so I might like upload videos. I like on my traveling stuff. I'll probably do
Yeah.
some talks, like an interview that I know we're doing. Health kind of stuff. Just
Yeah,
like
definitely.
stuff like that. Or I also like true crime stuff. I like to like learn about murderers, which people think is really weird. That I'm into that. Or like aliens and stuff. Any kind of like mythology type
Okay.
stuff is what I really enjoy. So I might do some of that. It's probably just gonna be all over the place, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just gonna be like
I
a collection of my mind, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be super cool because you're not focusing on one gender or one agenda plan of what you're trying to do. Like I like the fact
Yeah.
that people separate the channel into different parts. So obviously, I separate mine into. I have the poetry stuff as well. I have the mental health stuff, the
Yeah.
disability stuff, and like now I have the good doctor stuff that I'm doing. I actually am addicted to that program. I've watched so many episodes straight through. It's ridiculous. It's like that program is just so good. And then I've just been told to watch. I don't know if you've watched it, Atypical on Netflix.
I don't know if I have. I don't. It doesn't sound familiar.
Hey, all calls and beyond, Cassie. How you doing? Dave Collier, hello as well. Good to see you. Atypical is basically it's the guy who plays an autistic guy is a neurotypical guy, but he plays an autistic guy called Sam in this school in America, and it's basically him figuring out his world and how he copes and all that kind of stuff. And I've been asked to watch it and review it for my channel, so that's going to be one of my next playlists that I'll be doing on my channel is watching the Atypical Netflix series. So I think there's 4 or 5 series that's been done. So I've just started watching the first one. I've just finished writing my notes up from the first episode. So that's going to be happening. And then I've got the autism and criminal system, prison system article I'm going to be doing as well. So there's a lot more content coming out on my channel, but I'm excited for what Bugs is going to do, Rachel's going to do, because it's going to be better than my content. I can tell you that
No,
much.
it's not. Jebba, you're always kicking butt on your content. Coach Teepee said ancient aliens, and every time we do, me and my husband watch that all the time, but it always
Yeah.
cracks me up. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Gemma, but the guy with the hair that's like standing up and he always goes, "Could it be aliens?" Like for everything. And like some stuff it's like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of weird. Like could be, who knows?" And then like some stuff is just like, "What?" Like that's like the biggest jump you could ever make.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing, like all the different content ideas you've got. I think we need to be more diversified in that aspect as well because I want to try and kind of I'm getting more into the kind of community outside vlog. So like late today, I'll be going to the hairdressers and
Mm-hmm.
recording on my haircut, and because my hair is driving me nuts, it's getting me annoyed. So I want to get that chopped today, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to go to a restaurant, and we got prior permission to film in there, and it's like people want to see me in my total uncomfortable zone. Like I'm not comfortable in a hairdresser's. I hate it. I can't stand going in them because I know that it's gonna smell funny. I know there's gonna be machines. I know there's gonna be noise, and people are like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, because I want you to see that autism is not always 100% woohoo all the time. It's not
Yeah.
because you have the sensory side of it. You have the smell. You have being around crowds of people, and I want them to see that I can adapt from being in one noisy environment to a different one, and how I cope with restaurants. Because I said to you before, restaurants are a nightmare because you've got the waiter and waitress stuff who are like, "Oh, are you ready to order? Are you ready to have this? Are you ready to have?" I'm like, "Do I look ready?" Like I'm trying to pick my food and my
Yeah.
drink, and then they're going, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" I'm like, "Obviously not. You're not giving me time to do it." And then by the time I pick my food, they're like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you were standing making me feel like I'm under pressure because I'm trying to freaking read a big menu that's like 3 pages."
Yeah, I was just gonna say you probably feel pressured by like the atmosphere and then the waiter. coming and stuff. But yeah, I'm interested to see the hair salon stuff. I literally just went there yesterday, so
Yeah,
uh
I haven't been to hair salon in what? Oh God. Um, October, what, nearly 2 years ago, because our
geez.
salons have been closed because of the
Yeah.
stupid restrictions. But then I was meant to go back in January this year, and then obviously we went back into lockdown again, so I
Yeah.
wasn't able to. And then they only reopened like a month ago, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be getting in to my local ones. I've had to go to a walk-in one in the local town, which I booked an appointment because of obvious reasons. And then people are like, why do you have to book everything? I'm like, because it's structured, it's routine. If I know I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I will turn up for a certain time. Whereas if I just don't do it on plan, I'm like, what am I doing? So
Yeah.
it's kind of yeah. Hey Fauna, sorry, Coach TP says Google what? Google
Google
and
skulls and
Costco.
yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm guessing it has something to do with
Mr.
ancient aliens.
J, hello. Lectures with Beth, I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you? And she's asking how you are as well. I just haven't been reading the chat. I do need to
Oh,
survive
geez.
everything.
Who's asking
Uh,
that?
Adventures with Beth was asking about how both of us were.
Oh, I'm
Um,
good. I'm just busy, super busy. Busy mom. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
trying to scroll
Gordo
down through
said,
too.
Gordo says to me, "Do you have a Cosmos restaurant near you, Gemma? That style of restaurant might be more suitable as it's self-service." What is a Cosmos restaurant, Gordo? The only
Yeah.
self-service restaurant that I know that I do have here is the is what I went to the other day, the Toby Carvery. So what you basically do is you go there, you sit down, you pick your own table, and then you go up with your Carvery ticket, hand it over to the chef, and then you just pick all your own food and then sit back down. But I know that's the only restaurant I'm aware of that has self-service, but all the rest of them are table service because of rules. So
Yeah, I've
yay.
never heard of Cosmos either, so.
No, I haven't. That's new to me. Uh, yeah, Gordo, you need to tell me what a Cosmos restaurant is because I have no idea. Yeah,
And Gordo also said that he thought about coming back, but he doesn't have time to make videos.
Gordo,
Busy life away from
come
YouTube.
back when you're ready to. Like, the more you rush it, the more you're going to regret coming back. I think all of us need to, at some point, take a break because
Yeah.
you get burnt out and stressed out. The amount of times that I've kind of took a week or a few days off, and then people are like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, I just needed to shut myself off, cool down, and take time off for me. And like recently, I kind of left gaps in between my content, and people are like, "When's the next video, Gemma?" I'm like, I just needed to have a break because I was getting so
Yeah.
overworked with the content. It's all you can eat Indian Chinese. Oh, we have one called Panda Panda in my area of the UK, which is down the East Anglian region, Gordo. But that restaurant is currently been shut again because of two of the staff members who happen to be friends of my sister have got the word, which I'm not going to mention. And yeah, might be
Yeah.
easier to
Huh.
find
I've
aliens
literally
than it
never
is
heard of
to
that.
find Bigfoot. Constant reports of the Bigfoot one here in the US.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? I gotta go
I
read that.
Dave says might be easier to find aliens than it is to find Bigfoot. Constant reports of the Bigfooted one here in the US. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Sunflower.
Hi, Sunflower. Yeah, I like Bigfoot stuff too. My husband's super into like
Yeah,
Bigfoot
I
stuff.
watch a lot of American documentaries about that kind of stuff because I have a lot of American friends here who ask me about my opinion on Bigfoot and stuff. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I need to educate myself. So I've kind of been trying to watch news documentaries and
Ooh.
find my own opinions and stuff about it because I know my friend the James Show who I talk to. So,
Mm-hmm.
so what do you know about Bigfoot? And I'm like, what? He's like, really, Gemma? I'm like, oh, shoot. So I've been trying
Yeah.
to sort of read and learn.
I have a super interesting story actually, that
Yeah,
I'll tell real
go
quick.
for it.
So my husband, his grandpa knew a guy. So we live in Washington, and he knew a guy. There was a huge thing that happened where they found Bigfoot, like what's it called? Gosh dang it, footprints up in the
Yeah.
mountains. So my husband's grandpa's friend actually casted Bigfoot feet and was walking up in the mountains, and that's what they found. So his grandpa knows a guy who was out there making those footprints.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
So
funky.
yeah, when I heard that story, I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." But yeah, for a long time, they thought they were real, and I don't actually know if it ever came out or not that they weren't real.
Oh
So yeah.
wow. That Bigfoot stuff, that kind of stuff fascinates me because there's always like that folklore tale of creatures that walk in the night and stuff, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
how real is some of that, and is some of it made up? And like people always say over here, oh, you know, there's like smaller like cat creatures and stuff. I'm like, England compared to the US has nothing compared to what you guys have. Like you guys have bears and all crazy creatures, whereas we don't really have any crazy wildlife over here, really.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No, it's like you guys have more crazy stuff than us. Like we don't really have any like dangerous creatures per se over here. I think the more dangerous reptile that we have is the rat or adder snake, which is like venomous if you get bit, but that's about it. I think we don't
Yeah.
really tend to have poisonous. Well, apart from well, I say that the false widow spider's been doing its rounds recently here in my part of the UK, and my uncle works at the local port. And the other day they had to open a container because they were suspicious it was filled with drugs and stuff, which it was. And then all of a sudden they opened this box, and all these false widow spiders came running out, and it was just crates of spiders and ugh,
I
and
hate spiders. They are the
the
worst.
he showed me his photo of one that he'd had to put in a cup, and he was like, "Look at this, Gemma." And it was like literally a spider just spread out. I'm like, I don't want no.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
like,
want
none of
I'm like,
that.
I don't want to see that body of a spider. No, thank you. I'm like, oh, I hate them.
I
I
don't
can't
know. I
even
think
deal with
I'd
one
be
in my flat.
okay. I think I'd be okay if it was dead. I'm not like I have a pretty good stomach, but it just they freak me out when they're like crawling around and stuff.
Yeah, so I've only had one. I'm quite lucky actually. I've only had like three biggish ones in here since I've lived here, and the last one I saw was like kind of running in my hallway, and I could see his like legs coming. I'm like, oh no. So my dad's like, "What if you do? Don't kill the thing. Just get it out." I'm like, "Okay." So I managed to get a plate and a cup, and I was like scooping
Yeah,
it, and
scoop it
I was
out.
like, I held it like this. I'm like, "Oh no, oh my god!" And I've got this hairy spider on this cup, and my dad's like, "Oh, come here, let me take it." And then my dad took it, and I've never seen a spider run so fast. As soon as my dad put it on the floor, it was like boom. I'm
Just
like,
out of there. Like,
yeah, it
nope.
was like I made my dad come and get it. I'm like, screw me touching it.
Oh, I gotta reposition myself here. My legs hurt. I'm an old lady now.
What
I'm
you
an
got
old lady.
today? Huh?
I said I'm an old lady.
You're not old. I'm
I'm
older
an
than you.
old lady.
You're not old. I'm older than you. Like
Well, you might be, but I swear I have a body that like acts like it's like 90 years old.
yeah, me too. Welcome to the aches and pains and grumbles and
I don't know if I told you, but I have to go to a physical therapist because my rib cage is shifted.
no. You said that you were having pain that you'd been to the doctors and
Yeah. So I've had it for
yeah.
a while. My rib cage like shifts, and then that's what causes my back pain. So I have to go, and they
Oh,
have to literally like shift my rib cage back, which is not very fun to do. So I'm not looking forward to that. But
ouch! How does that be able to move? What? How?
I literally don't even know. So a while back when I was a nursing assistant is when it happened. Just like lifting people a lot
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. That's when I first started having issues with it. And I also have like one leg
Hey,
that is like
Neuro.
a little bit longer than the other
Welcome,
one.
Tom.
So I think it kind of causes my body to be off like I
Yeah,
don't
so
know,
say if you're
center.
lifting people, yeah.
Yeah, it's like well, my leg difference, the difference in length in my legs kind of caused me to like have to like make up for that difference, I guess. So I think it
Yeah.
kind of turns my body alignment. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but like I said, I'm an old lady.
Yeah, so
So
when I went talking to the doctors, I actually went to the doctors the other day to get re-registered for some reason because my doctors had kicked me off the list. And I got there, And they said to me, they're going, oh, we see that you're walking a bit different. I was like, what do you mean? And they said, look at the way you're walking. Instead of walking like flat-footed, like everyone should walk like this, I was walking like sort of raising my tiptoes. They go, why are you doing that? I was like, I didn't realize I was. And they
Yeah.
pulled me into the doctor's office. They're like, look how bad, like, and apparently, like, my left leg was like this much shorter than my right leg. And I was like, he goes, you're going to cause friction. You're going to end up with getting fractures. I was like, oh, what? And he goes,
Yeah.
you need to start walking flat-footed again. So I've had to force myself to keep putting my feet down. Every time I walk, I'm like, foot down, foot down, foot down. I've had to try and force myself because otherwise I'm going to get broken, fractured bones and stuff. He's like, trust me, you don't want to be on crutches. I was like, no, I don't. I didn't like him last time. So
Yeah,
it's like,
Dave
it's
said at least
horrible.
we're all still alive, aches and pains, etc. Yeah, I agree. I like being alive.
Yeah, I like being alive too. I'm not grumbling. Like being alive is a blessing because you never know when your time is it. And
Yes,
I've
exactly.
learned, especially now on YouTube, with people leaving and people passing
Yeah.
away as of recent, that life is short and you have to make the best of it. You have to be happy and you have to be prepared. And that's what I've kind of learned myself. I'm like, you never know when you could just lose everything. And that's why I'm so positive about helping people. I'm like, the more you're active and the more I do stuff, I'm like, I've done something good to someone, and at least my legacy could carry on through someone else, and that it's not going to be something that's going to be forgotten once I'm gone.
Yeah, that's a super like good outlook to have. But I must say, it's still okay to like not feel good sometimes, to
Yeah,
feel
of
down.
course.
That's just a part of life. I kind of feel like it's important to like allow yourself to feel that stuff in life
Yeah,
too.
exactly. This is what me and Rachel are good at doing this to each other behind the scenes. Like sometimes we both had a bit of a bad day or we felt crappy, and we're like, oh, how can we help each other? And we'll sit there talking to each other, and I'm just like, oh, how was your day been? And then she's like telling me about her day. I'm like, okay, so how can we turn that bad day into a good day? And we're always trying to help each other with good strategies, and that's how our relationship works because we're always able to overturn something that could be negative into something positive, and that's how we work together on YouTube. Like we've always been that kind of way minded, us two. So
Yeah, for sure.
you,
Dude, I'm starting to think I should do a Bigfoot show though, because people
you definitely should. I think that would be brilliant. I think you get a lot of interest because people
well,
like that kind of stuff.
yeah, I also have another story. I don't know what it is with my husband's family, but apparently they just know about Bigfoot. They're like super into Bigfoot. There's one has had like a Bigfoot sighting, which I don't know if it was actually a sighting or not. You know, I wasn't there, but it's pretty interesting, and I know my husband knows a lot on it. So maybe I should do some research, maybe on like other stories that have been around here, because I know Washington like has a lot of that kind of stuff going
Yeah,
on here.
you guys have a lot of like. I read the story not that long ago about I think it was Washington and one in Oregon was about the black-eyed children that I was
Oh,
reading, and I was just like, oh, this is fascinating. Like black-eyed children, huh?
huh.
And I was
I don't know if I've heard
reading
about
about
that.
it, and it was like they described the children as like they were described as like mini vampires. It's like, oh, they're the black-eyed children of the night. They go
That
walking
creeps
during the
me
night,
out.
and it was like uh, they crave for love and attention, and you can hear them talking. And I'm like,
Oh,
and it was kind of weird but sweet in a way. I'm reading these articles. I'm like, this can't be real, no way. And I'm like reading and reading and reading these articles, and then I watched these videos from a news station from the states on it
mm-hmm.
on YouTube, and they're like, oh yeah, it's real, all right. Like there's people who've got video footage of seeing shadow children with black eyes staring at them, and
Oh, that's creepy. I don't
I'm like,
like that.
that's creepy. I'm like, really? Like, would I like to see a shadow of a black eyed child staring at me? No, probably not.
Eh, no, anything kids like that, that just I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's because I have kids myself. It like freaks me out. It's not
Gordo
my
says to you,
favorite thing, but that's
yeah,
interesting. He said
Gordo
what?
says to you, I told you, Bugs, Bigfoot lives at my house.
Oh, geez. Well, then I'll go over there and do a documentary.
There's so much fascinating history stuff. Like, I could touch on a lot of different, like, over here in, especially my part of the UK anyway, there's been the folklore of what they call the Suffolk Witch Clan and the Suffolk Pirates. And there's actually a couple of people who I know have gone on supposed ghost and witch walks in my area.
Oh,
And they're like, oh,
geez.
Gemma, if you need anything, like, we've got books and books and books. And one of my friends called Ricky, who's in a local band, he sent me this article the other day. I still haven't finished reading it. It's like about 3 or 4 pages. He's like, Gemma, I can take you on this walk if you want to go. He goes, it's so creepy. Like, he goes, you can definitely feel like there's someone around you. He goes, as soon as I did the walk, he goes, I felt like someone was touching me. And I'm
Oh,
like, oh
geez.
my God. I was like, that probably freaked me out. I'm like, I don't like
Yeah.
people touching me. I'm like, nah.
Dude, I'm like I really like to like learn about this stuff, but like I always feel like
Okay,
I'm not
Dave,
sure.
take care.
I'm not sure if I would like want to go and like do that stuff. Like go to a haunted house. I don't know, it just freaked me out.
No, so I'm not really good with the scary stuff, but it still fascinates me, like, about the whole kind of Bigfoot stuff, and
Mhm.
if it is true about like the black-eyed children and stuff like that. That's still something I need to research a bit, but I'm fascinated with like folklore stuff, like a bit, especially about witches. Oh my God, anything witches, vampires, wolves,
Yeah.
you've got me. I'm a sucker
You're
for
all about that
witches
stuff.
stuff, and like I love it. And people are like, Gemma, for God's sake, it's not real. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, well, there seems to be evidence to the contrary on it, because especially in the States, there's a lot of people who claim that they're practicing witches and that they practice magic and stuff. I'm like, there's got to be some truth to it, because otherwise there wouldn't be stores online and stores in the States. And in the UK, there's stores now. In my own hometown, there's a store that calls themselves the Witch Store, and they
Yeah.
sell like candles and stuff. I'm like, you can't just open up a store if there's no facts to it. There has to be
Yeah.
some factual basis behind it all.
Well, I mean, I think that it's a possibility that it's real. I mean, I don't ever put anything in a it's never possible
Yeah.
box. I mean, we're never going to 100% like understand life,
No,
or
not at all.
anything like that. I think we're here because we are trying to just figure other things out, but I don't think that we're ever going to obviously be able to know like what's 100% real and what's not. Um, but I don't know. I kind of feel like like the witch stuff, it could be real to an extent. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there's people flying on brooms or anything.
Oh no, no, I don't believe that side of it. But yeah, but there's people who claim that they're witches and they practice magic and they claim they can
Yeah.
connect to people. And I'm like, there's got to be some truthful basis to it, because there's obviously earthly power in some aspect, and so I believe part of it. But when they claim to know how to contact people and stuff, I'm just like, that's where I draw the line. So I'm like, there's being powerful and then there's being cold. So it's kind of, I'm very wary about kind of trusting too much of it.
Well, I think the problems like becomes. Are you talking about like contacting like the dead and stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. And when people say, "Oh, well, we have connections and we can
Yeah.
speak to Red," I'm like, uh,
So the problem that I always have with that is that somebody could very easily fake it. So I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I've seen a lot of like people that say that, and then they just like throw out really general things, and then just like if they get something that clicks with somebody, then they go off of that. But I have seen some cases where like people have like known things that there's no possible way
Yeah.
that they could have known them.
I thought my
So,
mum today told me about something. My mum went to a supposed spirit medium woman a few
mhm,
years ago, and she was telling her, oh, this spirit medium told my mum apparently that one of her daughters was going to have a medical condition, and she basically told my mum that that one of her daughters was suffering with self harming tendencies, that she was scared that one of her daughters was going to get admitted to a hospital, and that she needed to act now. She needed to
mhm.
do this, and this, and this. I'm like, one, this woman's never met me. She's never seen a picture of me. She's never read about me. Nothing. And then literally a year later, my mum goes back to her and says, "Well, actually, it's really weird you've said that about my daughter. You obviously were talking about my oldest daughter, Gemma." And she goes, "What do you mean?" She goes, "About the medical diagnosis thing and about the self harm tendencies." She went, "My daughter Gemma's just been diagnosed with being on the autism spectrum." And she goes, "Oh, did Gemma by any chance a few years ago get run over?" Oh, oh no. Rachel. Ah, Oh no, we've lost Rachel. Hopefully she'll come back. Oh,
Am I back?
there we go.
Dude, we
You're
gotta
back.
stop talking about this stuff. I'm not even kidding you. My house just did this weird crack thing, and then it kicked me off of the
No,
stream.
she's back, Dwayne. I think she lost connection or whatever,
Dude,
but she's
it about
back.
gave me a heart attack. My whole house just went.
I was like, oh, yeah, it's fascinating. Anyway, the topic is like it's something that I will definitely be touching on in the future on my channel. Anyway, but I love that kind of the creepy stuff and all the history stuff. It's kind of an interest to me, and it fascinates me with regards to the kind of like tomorrow I'm actually going to go into the book. Well, later I'm going to go into the bookshop and actually have a look at the books and see if I actually want to pick out something and have a read of it. So that should be interesting. Yeah, she's back. Gordo says, I believe in ghosts. Well, there's obviously there's ghosts in some aspects. And Gordo says, I could class my wife as a witch. Class my ex-wife, sorry, as a witch. Oh, Gordo.
There's
I'd be
always
very
some
careful
people in
calling a
our
woman
life
a
that you
witch,
could
especially if
say
you don't
that.
like her. That's the kind of creepy. And Florna says, check out the Gilbert
Warwick
near.
Castle
Wow,
is
Wickham
City
Market's
Northeast.
right near me, Florna. Wickham Market's about an hour from where I am right now. My granddad used to live there before he got put into the home, so I definitely will check that out. Dwayne says, are there castle tours in the UK? Not at the moment, no, because of restrictions, but there is what we can go and check castles out. Most of the castles here in the UK now are free because they're under what we call the National Trust, which is a charity. So now we can go in and see castles, and especially the local one to me is sponsored by Ed Sheeran because he basically lives down the road from it. And he's become the sponsor of my local football team now as well. So my area is Ed Sheeran nuts at the moment because every time we hear about something, it's oh well, Ed Sheeran's done this and Ed Sheeran's done that. I'm like, really? Like everyone's like Ed Sheeran crazy. He's a good guy, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to castles and stuff, I don't think he really knows as much as he's letting on. But it's good. I'm glad that he's doing something positive with his money rather than wasting it. So I guess it's a good thing. Dwayne says, I noticed when they try to get photos of Bigfoot or the supposed Sasquatch, they are blurry or out of focus.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy. It's like we have such good cameras nowadays, and like even like when stuff pops up nowadays, it's like the whole image is just like this blob, and it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Like Gordo says, there's a lot of public places that are haunted in the UK. Gordo, yes and no. There's a couple of places in my actual hometown that are. Like we used to have a pub before it got renamed. We used to have a pub called PJ McGinty's, and it actually made national media for a little while a few years ago when we had the most haunted team doing an investigation on it, and they supposedly found over 200 spirits in the place. And apparently there was people walking around and shooting guns and whatever else in there. And then there's a mansion in my local park called the Christchurch Mansion, and that's a old Victorian like house building. And they've from what I've been told, they've claimed that it's haunted and that they found a man years ago who apparently committed suicide in there. And now every time that he walks around at night, you can hear him screaming for people. And I'm like, great.
That's creepy. Doesn't sound like a place I want to go to.
No, for sure. No. Jones is buffering. Are we? Are we buffering? I hope not. Yeah, for I'm not sure the butt market's been redesigned. The old butt market that is the shopping centre here in my hometown, it used to be quite an old, wretched building. They didn't really take care of it, and then it wasn't until the former member of parliament for my town was like, "No, enough's enough. The building's a wreck. It's fallen to absolute crap, and we need to have it redone before I leave." So he put in, I think it was over £200,000 of money, and it basically got rebuilt, and now it's like this posh glass, see-through, friggin' American style, like diner kind of curved building. And I'm like, every time I go in, I'm like, what the like? It's weird. It's like a proper curved glass building, and I'm like, this never used to happen. Like before, it was just like this standard plastic white grey building with like two sliding doors and a few shops, whereas now everything's like we've got an American grill house, we've got an American steak house, we've got what else have we got? We've got a Mexican restaurant. I'm like, we never had these ever, and now it's like every time I go in there, I'm like, oh, are we in the States? 'Cause it's like the first 3 restaurants in my shopping centre are all American.
Well,
and then
you get the experience without having to travel then.
Yes, and then when you saw my my American diner video I did, we've got a diner here called Casper's, and it's all like American ice creams, pancakes, all that kind of stuff. And oh my god, I love that place. I spend so much money in there. It's like it's absolutely adorable. But the portions are so big. Like if you see my video, you see my plate. It's actually like square like this.
Yeah.
And it's actually the plate is stacked. I'm like, how the hell do you guys eat all this? Like,
yeah, Americans kind of eat
hey,
crazy
Gwyneth, Abigail,
sometimes.
how you doing? Oh, not again, Rachel. Thank you, Guinevere, Sister Abigail. How are you? I'm good. How are you guys? It's good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well. I'm just gonna have a mouth on my drink quickly. Oh, she's back.
I kicked myself out. I was trying to go look at the chat and it kicked me out. I accidentally hit the leave button, so that wasn't some weird stuff happening.
Oh, good. No worries. Sister Guinevere, Sister Abigail's come in, and Guinevere. Hey guys, good to see you. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you. And if you're not subscribed to this lovely lady next to me, the lovely Rachel, you need to get your asses over there. And
you're not subscribed to Gemma. You should be, but I'm pretty sure you are because you're here.
Yes, you need to subscribe to my guest.
Look at my sweet muscle.
Look at mine.
It doesn't exist.
mine's just bold. It's like flabby.
I don't have any muscles. I'm like the biggest weakling. I can't even get it to like.
You got more muscle than me. I'm freaking flabby. Like mine's just flabby bingoings.
Oh, maybe one day I'll get some muscles. Maybe I'll do some bodybuilding.
You're muscly. Look at your arm compared to mine. Like,
dude, I don't have muscles, Gemma. Who are you kidding?
Like, mine's flabby. Like, look at your arms compared to mine. Like,
they're not muscly.
I
can try to flex.
Look.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Gordon says, I had an experience of what only can be described as unexplained. I was driving my car back in the 80s when I hit a figure in the road. No impact, no sound. I stopped the car, no damage to the car, and no. Oh.
Yeah,
oh my god,
Gordo, was me.
That's creepy. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That sounds exactly similar to what I was talking about earlier. Like
that is creepy.
What they called the black figures in the night, and I believe that there is back in the day there was some form of vampire creature, and I believe that there was people who could transform and shapeshift, and I think that's all real. Like I don't think that it's not fake. It's not fake. Because I have a fascination with vampires and witches. I'm fascinated, as Rachel knows. I have collections of TV series like the Vampire Diaries and the originals, and now I just start collecting the Legends spin-off series. I've got that to watch, and I'm obsessed. Anything to do with witches, vampires, werewolves, daylight spells, and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like I'm hooked. I'm
pretty sure that in history there has been like actual cases of like at least humans drinking blood. I think what is the name? I feel like it's like Vlad the Impaler is like who Dracula was.
Yeah,
was like written about, I guess. I don't know. There's the inspiration, that's the word that I'm
I love anything to do with vampires and stuff. I think it's all really cool. Like people, oh, Gemma, it's not real. Like it's all been made up to scare you. And then I'm like, why would people do films about these people if it wasn't real? Like, why was there books upon books upon books written about these people and creatures if there's no proof? There's got to be proof for books to be out. You can't release a book without facts.
Well, there was at some point at least one human that actually like did that kind of stuff. I can't remember the specifics of like his stuff. At some point I learned about him in depth, but like it just kind of went out of my noggin apparently. So I have to look into that more. But I know that it was like Vlad the Impaler. It's on the History Channel. I watch a lot of
Yeah.
history, so. But like, so there's at least some truth in that. Like, there was somebody who was actually like drinking humans' blood and stuff. So.
Yeah, I definitely think it's all cool. Like that's one thing that I like touching on that kind of stuff. 'Cause it's kind of it fascinates me with the whole vampires and witches stuff. I even have friggin' as part of my Vampire Diaries collection, I have like actual like the prop necklaces and stuff that they use. So
Oh
I have
yeah.
the prop like crystal necklaces, and people are like,
Mm-hmm.
Gemma, that's creepy. Why would you do that? I'm like, because it intrigues me. I like the fact that I have crystals in my house, and I like the fact that I have props that have come from the show itself, and I have the script books, and it just fascinates me, like all the magic and all the kind of hex spells and all that kind of stuff. It just is fascinating.
Yeah. Well, if they don't like it, Gemma, you just tell them to suck lemons.
Yeah, well that's my new saying. Yes, when I get trolled the other day, I was like, "Yep, you can go suck a lemon." And people are like, "What the hell are you saying?"
That was the best.
I was just like,
That's
"You
why
can
I
go
said, I
suck
was
a
like,
lemon, you idiots."
I need a shirt. Then
Hey,
eventually
Donnie the
I'm gonna make
Traveller.
one.
Hey, how you doing? Well, this is Have I Watched Wolf Blood, Gemma. It's on the BBC iPlayer. I think you'd enjoy it. No, I haven't, Gordo. I'll check it out. I do have my BBC iPlayer app on my laptop, so I will check in and watch that. So I watch a lot of stuff on my laptop rather than my TV because I cancelled my TV cable because they're trying to rip me off. So I went and downloaded everything online instead. So, but yeah, hey Donnie, how are you? Digital fanboy, hello. Everyone's now coming in. Wow, got some
We're
new
having a
people.
party. Who's gonna come
I'm
up
the
here and party with
party.
us? We're having a supernatural party. We're talking about all the supernatural
Yeah,
stuff.
we're having all the supernatural chit chats today. It's
Yes,
like
come
awesome.
to the supernatural party. I'm expecting everybody that comes up on panel to have some vampire fangs in. Somebody needs to be dressed like a werewolf. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Too right. Digital fanboy says hi, Bugs, and Donny the Traveller says hello to everyone. How you doing, guys?
Hello.
It's good to see you. Like me and Rachel will see. We have this much in common. Like we chat about anything. It's just like random friggin' stuff. Like
Yeah, we could probably stay on
um,
the phone for hours.
Dwayne says, over 30 years ago, I took a photo of a cemetery in the country. It was warm. When I got the photos back, there were shapeless figures within the trees. Oh,
Ooh, that's creepy.
that's creepy. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't know if it was a shapeshifter thing or, like, I love all that kind of stuff. I love the fact that there's some kind of vampire truth, witches, truth stuff. And I will definitely go in the bookshop later today to look up the witches stuff because there is something that I think, oh, maybe I can use it as a live stream thing because I think a lot of people love that kind of creepy element, especially with my hometown being known as Creepy Town and known as
Creepy town.
Suffolk witches and that kind of stuff. So
They
I'm
should
definitely
rename it that, Gemma. They should rename it Creepy Town.
yeah, I will Creepy Town. I was just saying I can't remember another name.
I live in
Like,
Creepy Town. That's where I live.
creepy Suffolk witches, creepy freaking stalker dudes, and whatever else. Yes.
Stalker dude. Yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. That's where I live.
You're
So
lucky. I wish I lived in the middle of nowhere. Like I live in a freaking
yeah, it gets
town
boring
that's
though.
noisy.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I feel like I need to be in between. So I guess it's not like the middle of nowhere, but it's a pretty dang small town. So like, there's not a whole lot to do here. So, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna be moving, fingers crossed, soon. So
Oh
we'll
yeah,
see.
you say that moving. Like when's it happening?
Oh well, we'll see. My husband's got to get the job first, so
Well, hopefully he should. I don't see why he shouldn't. He's got
we'll
every job that
see.
he's been having since that I know about him. He's very hardworking. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the military, so we're just trying to get him out of the military
Yeah, I
right
was trying
now.
to be careful what I said about that because obviously it's military is very
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
So, but yeah, we're just trying to get him out of the
like tough
military,
have
and
family
his
working in the
job
military. So
that he has right now, he can't. He has to be in the military for it. So we're trying to find something that pays as good because the military, like, one thing we didn't realize is they pay you really good, and then it's hard to find a civilian job that's gonna
yeah,
pay you that good. So we're kind of like, eh. But he's like halfway to retirement from the military already, so I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but either way, we might end up moving eventually. We'll see.
sweet,
Yeah.
nice.
I feel like it would be a good change too. I've literally lived in the same town my entire life. Never moved.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, guys, I think we've had a really good stream. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. I might talk to Rachel behind the scenes in a little bit. I know one of my friends has just gone live. So if we were to raid my friend Keto Homestead with Jess, she's just started her stream. So go over and raid her and say hello. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming in. It's been wonderful. And I've had a lot of fun. And thank you to the amazing Bugs, my sister. I love her dearly. Rachel, she's amazing.
Thanks for
And
having me.
go and subscribe to her, please. And I shall see everybody later. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Let me end that. Press the end button.